Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful, Luna's sting goes sideways. Bold and the Beautiful has Will Spencer taking part in a sting to lure Luna Nozawa into revealing something to put her behind bars on the CBS soap. He's working with Finn, Steffi Forrester, and Chief Baker to get Luna off the streets. But what do they expect to get from a pardoned murderer that could send her back to prison? This isn't the first time Bold and the Beautiful has had one of the Spencer men wearing a wire while attempting to capture a nut job on camera. Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada grandmother, Sheila Carter Kimberlyn Brown, found herself being played by Bill Spencer Don Diamond in a similar sting. But back then, Bill ended up at the wrong end of that sting, as nothing Sheila said could be used to put her back in prison. But Bill put on a good act. He swooned over Sheila both in and out of bed, which made him sick. But in the end, it was all for nothing. So, you have to hope that Will Spencer crew Moro doesn't suffer the same fate as his father. With Electra Forrester also in on this sting, Will knows she's watching him with Luna. So, just how hot and heavy can Will allow himself to get? Will Spencer talked with Steffi, Finn, Electra, and Chief Baker about this risky endeavor this week on The Bold and Beautiful. But despite Luna's history of awful crimes, Will Spencer assures all of them he can handle it. The game plan was revealed on B&B. Will wears a wire and he will be on camera. Then he needs to get Luna to open up about her intentions to go after Steffi in detail. As Steffi reminded everyone, that won't be easy, Luna is smart. With a wire, a camera, and Chief Baker on board, capturing the evidence is a cinch. But getting Luna to divulge anything they can use as evidence, well, that's the problem. Luna Nozawa has already made her intentions very clear about Will. She wants some intimate playtime with him. Plus, when Will texted her that he wants to see her tattoos, to Luna, that may sound like he accepts that invitation for a romp in the bedroom. But with Electra watching, this could put a damper on Will's moves with Luna. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Luna figures out that Will Spencer is playing her, and she goes on the run. So it looks like the only one stung in this sting is Will, or maybe not. If Luna Nozawa flees, there has to be a reason. Maybe she did tell Will Spencer a little too much, enough to get her in trouble. With Luna having her eye on Steffi and then on Hayes Forrester Finnegan Brian David Garlick last week, she could still try to cause them harm while on the run. Bold and the Beautiful dropped a hint last week when Luna told Remy Price Christian Weissman that Steffi needs to know how it feels for a child to be kept from a parent. She made a comparison to Steffi keeping Luna from Finn, and if Luna is out to hurt Steffi, nabbing Hayes while on the run would do it. But only time will tell how Bold and the Beautiful will stop Luna's reign of terror. Luna Nozawa thought she had prepared for everything. Every angle, every risk, every possible moment where the entire operation could tumble like a poorly sewn hemline. Yet as the sun dipped behind the Forrester estate, painting the world in deep gold and shadow, she realized too late that some plans are doomed from the moment they're stitched together. For weeks, Luna had been balancing two worlds, the polished facade of a Forrester intern climbing the ranks, and the undercover crusader determined to expose the quiet corruption festering just beneath the fashion dynasty's shimmering surface. It wasn't a role she had intended to take on, but when she stumbled across evidence buried in an old Forrester Creations server, financial discrepancies, odd inventory logs, even coded memos, she knew something dangerous was lurking. Something involving Poppy, perhaps. Something involving Tom. Something that could tear apart the people she loved. So she built a plan. A sting. A carefully orchestrated night where the truth would reveal itself. But the truth rarely behaves. Luna's assignment was simple: wear the micro camera hidden inside a vintage Forrester brooch, meet the informant in the old showroom, and catch the guilty party in the act of exchanging documents. She de-rehearsed her lines, steadied her nerves. RJ had sensed something was off, he always did, but she brushed his concern away with a reassuring kiss and a promise that she'd be home before dinner. Now, stepping into the dusty, dimly lit showroom, Luna's pulse thudded in her throat. The mannequins looming in the corners looked like sentries frozen in time, their cracked porcelain faces half lit by the aging chandelier overhead. She wasn't alone. Right on time, a voice murmured from the shadows. Luna's breath caught. That was not the voice of the informant. She recognized that voice, smooth, mocking, entirely too confident. Trevor. Trevor, the new Forrester consultant who had charmed his way through the office with polite smiles and impeccable tailoring. Trevor, whose eyes always lingered too long. Trevor, who seemed to know things he shouldn't. The man Luna had suspected but could never quite pin down. He stepped into the glow of the chandelier, hands in his pockets, posture relaxed, as though they were simply colleagues meeting to discuss fabric cuts. "You shouldn't be here," Luna said. "And yet," he replied, "here you are." Her fingers twitched at her side. The brooch felt heavier now, almost pulsing with her heartbeat. "I was supposed to meet someone." "Oh, you are," he said with a soft laugh. "You're meeting exactly who you were meant to meet." The room suddenly felt too small, too silent. Luna tried to keep her breathing steady. She just needed one admission, one careless reveal. Then this nightmare would be over. "You're involved," she said quietly. "Aren't you?" Trevor tilted his head. "Involved is a vague word. I prefer invested." Luna's pulse spiked. That wasn't a denial. She stepped back, but Trevor followed. "See, Luna, you're smart. Smarter than the others give you credit for. Maybe too smart. You poked where you shouldn't have poked." And now he sighed. "Now things get complicated." Luna glanced toward the side door, the one that led to the loading dock. If she could get to it, she could run. She could call Carter. She could call RJ. She could warn everyone. Trevor noticed her shift. "You're not leaving," he murmured. But before he could move closer, the side door swung open. And in walked RJ. Luna's stomach dropped. RJ took in the scene, Trevor's stance, Luna's fear, and stepped forward without hesitation. "What's going on here?" Trevor exhaled dramatically. "Ah, the Forrester night arrives. Perfect timing. Truly perfect." Luna's heart pounded. "RJ, you shouldn't be here." "I had a feeling you were hiding something," he said. "I followed you." His gaze hardened as he looked at Trevor. "What is this? What did you do?" Trevor smiled, slow and serpentine. "She didn't tell you." "How sweet." Luna's lungs cinched tight. Her carefully built plan, already fragile, had now cracked completely. RJ didn't know about the sting. He didn't know about the camera. He didn't know the danger he had walked straight into. Trevor lifted a brow. "Tell him, Luna." She swallowed. "RJ, listen. I found something. Something wrong. I was trying to expose it quietly." "You should ve told me," RJ said, voice raw. "I was trying to protect you." Trevor clapped once. "Touching. Really. But this little reunion, it's ruining the moment." RJ moved in front of Luna, shielding her. "If you touch her." Trevor interrupted with a wave. "Relax. You think I'd jeopardize the Forrester empire by doing something dramatic? No, no. I simply need the cameras she's wearing. And the files she copied. After that, we'll pretend this never happened. His smile grew sharper. Or you won't walk out of here with careers intact. Luna froze. He knew. He knew everything. But something else happened too, something Trevor didn't see. RJ reached behind his back and pressed the emergency alert on his phone. Silent. Direct line to security. A fail-safe Ridge had insisted on after last year's episode with Sheila. Luna saw the small movement, subtle but reassuring. Help was coming. If they could just stall. Trevor stepped forward again. Take off the brooch. Luna hesitated. Then, slowly, she reached up. But she didn't unpin it. Instead, she twisted it, activating the secondary recording mode, the one that uploaded footage directly to an off-site cloud. Trevor's eyes narrowed. What did you just do? Before Luna could answer, the main door burst open. Carter. Finn. 2 security guards. Trevor's composure shattered for the first time. His hands went up, but his face twisted with fury. RJ exhaled shakily. Luna sagged forward, adrenaline crashing through her. It's over, Carter said firmly. We know everything. Trevor glared at Luna. You think this is over? You have no idea what you've started. Security grabbed him, dragging him from the room. His threats echoed long after he was gone. The silence that followed was suffocating. RJ turned to Luna, eyes searching hers. Why didn't you tell me? Tears stung her vision. Because I knew you'd try to protect me, and I couldn't risk you getting caught in the middle. He cupped her face gently. We're in the middle together. Always. She leaned into him, exhausted. The plan had gone sideways, nearly spiraling into disaster. But in the chaos, the truth had come out. And Luna realized something important: she didn't have to fight alone. Later, as the police escorted Trevor away and Carter assured her that Forrester Creations would handle the fallout discreetly, Luna clutched the brooch, the tiny piece of tech that had almost cost her everything. Next time, RJ murmured, we make a plan together. Luna nodded. Next time. But deep down, she knew this wasn't the end. Trevor's warning lingered in her mind, sharp and unsettling. Something bigger was coming. And Luna knows were ready or not was already entangled in its threads.